everyone, this is the Epic Party Guy, and I am getting the intro wrong. Ha! I am the Epic Party Guy, and this is Dyson Sphere Program. First of all, let me start off by apologizing because every single second of the last episode is gone. Just completely gone. Checked everything, and yeah, did not work out. Not 1,000% sure why, but it is what it is. So, only thing that was missed was the quantum chip build and the warper build. And as you see, we are heading back to the second planet, back to Delta Delphini 2, in order to lay the final brick, the final ladder rung in our ladder to the stars. That is turning diamond and strange matter into, where is it? Diamond and strange matter into graviton lenses. And why am I going to the other planet for this? Well, because it mostly takes diamond, and we make the most of that on the other planet. And also because we're kind of running entirely out of space on the home planet, which is amazing to see. I love it. Come on, let's get that down to 0. I do have... Now, normally, I'm sure people, veterans of Dyson Sphere Program are watching this going, why the hell are you still using graphene? And to that I say, screw you. Not your game. No. Normally people would have made hydrogen fuel rods or deuteron fuel rods, these ones, and because basically you put a stack in there and you forget it until about 3 hours later is the whole thing. And honestly, I'm totally in favor of that. But I just never got around to it. And you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I promise. It'll be fine. So, here we have plenty of building space. Plenty of things. Ooh. Completely out of fuel. What is going on with this? These are just sucking up all the hydrogen. Okay, I get it. As soon as we put in the Casimir crystals, these suddenly did not need to be the hydrogen sink for the entire system. So, that's okay. We are still not in the, terawatt range of universal demand, so it'll be fine. Let's see, back home. We're still, bouncing around between 1 and 1.5 gigawatts. Here, same thing. And we're consuming way less. So, we'll be fine for power for now. No, there we go. Yes, maintaining the natural beauty, one stack at a time, while harvesting all the soil. I think I'm up to, as you can see over here, almost 18 million soil. Doesn't mean anything right now. I am not really needing soil much at all. It's just whenever I'm here, toss a couple stacks down until eventually it'll all be covered and I'll have all the soil. But once we get to a spiniform planet, an ocean planet where there's a lot of spiniform, that's when we will need every single piece of soil that we are picking up here. So, that's that for now. We'll get to that later. So, but the main thing that we are here today to build is, why not? Let's build it right here. Graviton lenses. So, I know and actually, here's another time that I apologize, because I have led you all astray. It's not actually 30 per second in assemblers, because assemblers Mark III operate at 1.5 speed. And right now, I'm building with Mark IIs, but I should be designing for Mark IIIs, because I'm very close to that. I'm like... I actually can build them. I just didn't have the quantum chips and the broadbands for it. And we'll see. I did not check in on that. I should start, should have started converting it before I left. Huh, dang it. Alright, I'll get back to that when we head back. So, it's not actually 30 per second, it's 20 per second. It's 20 buildings per second that you want to design. So, to make a full belt, a full blue belt. So, normally, for graviton lenses here at 6 seconds, that would mean 120 assemblers. And I don't think we have the space here in that case. So that's why not. I just answered my own question. Firstly, let's pick out a... Let's try and stay like... I don't want to build this right now in one of the polar regions. And... Alright, so go back to here. Drop another station there. And, oh, excellent. Even better. It's right next to where we're making the diamonds in the first place. So, here, yes, it is on another equatorial band. Or, sorry, it's on another grid crush line, but that should be fine here. Middle should go like that. That's all just to make it look nice. Alright. So, we want diamonds coming in. We want strange matter coming in, and we will be having graviton lenses going out. So, as you may have seen, graviton lenses, 4 diamonds, 1 strange matter, to 1 graviton lens, and that's fine. Even better, that's 6 lines that we're talking about. And that means we can do 2 per station. Let me drop this right here and see what I have bringing in building materials. Oop, wrong button. See, I don't have a landing pad here, sadly. So, okay. Ooh, excellent. So I don't need these right now. I need the assemblers, not the smelters. And ooh, there we are. And let's get all that. And as soon as we start getting these produced, what I'll have to do is set it for warpers required. You know, warpers being required if it goes over half an AU, half an astronomical unit. And that will make it interesting for... That's a lot of... yeah, no, they did not change the... stack size for that. They did for other things, which I was pleased to see, which is definitely a happy thing. And I also need to decide who's going to be bringing in the warpers. I think it's going to be one of these 2 stations because there isn't much on here that produces hydrogen. I don't think we produce hydrogen here at all. Our local planet. Yeah, total. Okay, no, we have never produced hydrogen here. Okay, so that's what I'll do. Here, these guys. You are going to, instead of do this, you're gonna remote demand and a local supply. Let's say 2,000? Let's play it safe. Huge demand. Huge draw of it. Reset, reset, reset. What I did not see was you. We have those being brought in. I have plenty of these. And that should be... that's probably enough of those. I might need... let's get those coming in as well. So, first of all, let's free up some space there. Not really the best idea, but whatever. I'll get over it. So. Now, one thing you might be inclined to notice is that when you build, really it's anything, but when you build belts, you can see it best on the grid crunch. It defaults to the grid crunch closer to the equator. But if you go one over here, it defaults to the, well, it's entirely in the larger, the one with the more meters per square in it. Again, that's getting into the nitty-gritty of it, that like people who are massively into efficiency builds, which I am not one of, obviously. Oops. Okay, so the way we're going to do this with the 4 lines of diamonds is all 4 are going to be stacked my favorite trick to do right now. I have no idea when they're going to patch that, and that'll be completely obsolete. Hopefully it doesn't break all the builds that are currently out there that use that, but we'll see. And okay, so we have a line. We're gonna have a line of 120, and we need that in groups of 4. So every 30 assembler, every 30th assembler will drop one of these. We'll drop all these down 1 level, and terminate the one on the ground. That's how that's gonna work. Here we'll have this 1, 2, 3. Et voila. So, similarly, we will have And I did that backwards. Or not backwards. But I set the wrong thing here. Yeah. One, two, three. There's going to be our diamond line. Not really important. And actually, let's undo everything I just did. Why? For wind turbines. That's why. Wind turbines. Free power. Oh my god, I shouldn't have done that. One of these days, I will stop fucking up. But it shall not be this day. Why did I fuck up? Well, that's just who I am. But no. There. Because we still need the stranger matter going out. One, two, three. I think I would have the spacing better, or better understood at this point, but nope. And there we are. Oh, right, I didn't... Ah, crap. I hope I didn't... Did I fuck it up? I don't think... I actually did not. Interesting. That's a nuisance. This is a new sensation. Alright. You start building up that way. So, while that's all going, let's get the assembler started. So, to make graviton lenses, we will need... Yeah... Really, it's 1 a second for diamonds, because that, with the 1.5 speed, that 6 becomes a 4. Which, all that means is that Mark 1 sorters are still fast enough. Oh Lord, that might have been too much. Why is that not working? I'm gonna have to... Oh, I think I know. I think I know. Alright. Yeah, I did my trademark screw up there. completely fucked up. Damn. Okay, now where were those? Of course, that was right there, and I... Oh well. Oh well. Now let's just get all of these going. Sure, why not? And yes, that is good to go. There's 15. And remember, we need to measure out every 30. Okay, there's the first 30. There's a reason why some of the first researches I have going are drone speed. Drone speed and number of drones. I forget which one's in. There we go. Almost, almost, almost. And there we go. Yeah. Yeah, I did not have nearly enough space in there. It's almost a shame you can't improve your building range. Alright, so where were we? Okay. I think that's the third 30. So, we'll do one more and then go back. Trim that up and we're good. And next time we come out with the other line, we'll be running power along with it, so we can get rid of all these Yellow flashies. Oh, Lord. This is what I get for skipping Dieter on fuel runs. Dum dum dee dum 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 dee dum. Relocate to the middle of that so that we can get that going. Yeah, some other upgrades incoming as soon as green research is happening is recharge speed. How fast you can pull energy out of whatever you've got in the fuel chamber. And I'll also fill in any open space with solar panels. Where's the end? Here. Alright, where was it? Here? Alright. Yeah, that looks nice. Really, the best way to probably line this with solar panels and wind turbines is what I was doing last time, which was basically get it all out with the solar panels out, and then manually delete every third. That doesn't look right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jesus. Alright. That just looks weird. Why is that weird like that? Okay, but it's still lining up. So there's 15. But because of the grid crunch, it doesn't allow them to actually build. Like that there. Alright. So I just doubled up once. It's not that bad. Why didn't you guys tell me? Nope, nope. Not blaming you guys. Don't worry about it. Oh, and of course I didn't do the break. And now it's okay with it. What the hell? Ugh. Oh, I wasn't long by 15. I was short by 15 on that. so there's 15. And finally, at last, oh, I'm out of juice again. Again. Click, 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 click. And I'm out of range. Oh no. Oh, this is embarrassing. Yes, focus on where I'm standing next to. Thank you. Alright. And from here, I can do... Oh, I do not need nearly as many belts as I thought. Come on. So I have all these queued up, ready to go. All the researches. It's going to be lovely. So, we have this. Good to go. But again, I'm going to test the prevailing theory from before another time. So, and yeah, just for aesthetic sake, I'm going to have them line up like this. It is annoying that the camera goes further than the building area. And I'm not saying to limit the camera, I'm saying to extend the building range. Okay, if I remember right, it was that. And then like that. Like that. So how ugly is that? It's a little ugly. Whenever possible, make it beautiful. Because you're going to have to look at it for a while. Kinda, sorta, maybe. go. And here, we are at the halfway point. Oh, we're running out of things to burn. That's weird. But as you know, everything burns. And of course, there's the next fuck up. It's always kind of, that's the running mantra. Where's the fuck up now? Something tells me it's not going to work on that side of the crunch for... Nope. Doesn't work. And as usual, the wind turbines are the priority. Why? Because they just simply work. $480 kilowatts all day, every day. Ooh, almost. It's just so wonderful when things happen to be just long enough. Oh my. No, I'm not gonna be like that. He says right after being like that. Because again, whenever possible, increase power production. I had a bad experience last time due to death spirals. Yeah, that was my last run through. More death spirals than a Junji Ito manga. But yeah, this means that it's not gonna. What I had hoped would work is not gonna work. So, laying the power generation here. Oh my god, whose friggin' idea was it to build so much? Ugh. What kind of masochistic asshole would do this? Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Well, yes, it does work here. Alright. It's always a crapshoot because of, um, grid crunch. Is that powering everything? Yes. I love it. Oh, this is why masochistic assholes do it. Because when it works, it is just mwah, chef's kiss. Another day on Delta Delphini 2. Alright. And this entire thing might eventually just be solar panels at all. Alright. So now that we've massively built all this without testing it at all, let's turn it on. can't see where. That's an interesting graphics glitch there. I might actually have the whole planet foundation. Neat. Oh, oh, right here. Ha. Oh, and under here. Oh, out of foundation. Alright, let's go back to this. Nice. Okay. Theoretical max, 40 per second. I think that's what we wanted. Yeah, well, I mean, 240 of them. Once these are upgraded to Mark 3s, that 40 per second will become 60 per second. And that'll be a nice number, I think. I don't bloody know, man. I mean, also, 40 per second, right now, I'm still at 600 per vessel. That means that it's a vessel leaving or picking up every 15 seconds. Not that that's a huge, like, need to know thing, but, alright. There, just because I didn't actually need to do that. Sigh. Can always use more of those. Now, do I still have... Where's the thing... Where's the station bringing in... Oh. You. Oh, God. Whatever, it's always at least 2 lines of solar panels. Actually, what am I doing? Alright. Whatever, I'll come back to that another time. So, we now have... Question is, does this actually work? Not entirely, because these aren't set properly. Oh my fucking god. Alright. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. 2 out, 2. 2 of these, 2 of these. Alright, we're good. Did I fuck it up? I might have fucked it up. Whoa, that is not working. Alright, this is just a count, so... Alright, so that's 30. That's good. And that's good. Alright. And yeah, so everything should be backing up right now because we don't actually have enough assembling machines because these are Mark IIs, not Mark IIIs, and they're not operating fast enough to warrant, you know, to use all incoming material. Oh, good. And he even repeats with that. So the most I can space that out is double, and that is not the spacing that it needs for this. Damn it. Alright. So I think we should go back to the other planet. Back to the home planet. Why? Right, graphene is this way. Oh no. Because I am not putting y'all through watching me lay down a solar field. Again, it's a little zen, but that's a bit much. Alright. Yeah, because this will... Yeah, this will suck up all possible diamonds. And that's fine because all of these diamonds are the backups. This is the backup generation of diamond. Because this is from graphite. This is from graphite. Actually be going with diamond from kimberlite ore once we get to that. Because they massively buffed how awesome kimberlite is. Because it used to be same as this, 1 to 1 in 2 seconds, but now it's 1 to 2 in 1.5 seconds, which completely fucks up the ratio and screws over anyone who had a current build in it. But you know what? I don't care, because I didn't have a current build. So that means I'm kind of awesome that way. Oh, Lord, why did I do that? Okay, fine. That is what I don't know why I did. I didn't follow my own mantra. Increase energy production. Increase energy production! Alright. The generator must grow. What happens if the engine fails? We all freeze and die. Alright. That's enough of it. That's enough of that right now. So. But now the interesting thing about them boosting kimberlite ore like this is that it's more feasible, it's more compressed to ship the raw ore. That's rare. That is interesting because like everything else, like here it's 3 items to 2, and that's fine. 4 items to 1. Oh, and they also made fractal silicon the same as kimberlite. They both used to be kind of the same as smelting or whatever, but whatever. Now, normally it's more compressed should ship the refined things, but the new recipes for fractal silicon to crystal silicon and kimberlite to diamond. Well, that's interesting. That's cool to see. But yeah, it's more compressed to ship the raw, which means we'll figure out the ratios for this and probably build it here, because this is still going to be a massive diamond sink. Because I might as well, just ship everything diamond related to here. Which, yeah, by the way, is actually not going to happen. Oh well. So, what to do. What this means is that we need to wait for warpers to start being made. Well, hello, Rocket Wolf. Welcome. Yes, Yes, before you showed up, I've just been babbling to an empty room. I mean, that's not really different than normal. It's just now I actually have a microphone in front of you to do it. Where did my planets go? How did I lose a planet? I've seen Deneb out there. Oh, because it was behind the other planet. There we go. Well, I'm right in the landing pad, almost as if I planned that. No, the mic is attached to my head. Thank you. Yeah, no, the mic is attached to my head. So, let's see. This is not getting green. Oh, that's lovely. That right there. That's what I wanted to see. All the green matrices being made. Yes, thank you. Except it's like... oh, so many bottlenecks. Yeah. Oh. Well, except I think the limit right here... the limit right here might be transport. What? What? You're actually full? And... okay. Why? This happens randomly. Why? Okay. Lately, I don't know if it was like an update ago or 2 updates ago, but when I load a save, there will be like random belts that are all disconnected like this. And I guess this is fine because they're getting it from that side. And I also only like recently just realized that that inside of these you actually see the color matrices swirling around. Oh, I love the graphics in this game. It is just so pretty. Wait, that's from a mod? Maybe. I've got like 20 odd mods. 20 mods and change. Oh, what? The better stats mod causes random belts and random sorters to go poof. Oh, please tell me that's not true. Please say it ain't so. I love that mod. Oh, Because that's the mod that actually tells you, for those who don't know, like the theoretical maxes of both, or the how many producers you have of them. Oh no. Well, yeah, but I mean, every time I load up the game, I have a mod manager to automatically update mods. Rocket Main, R2, R-Man, whatever, something like that. Anyway, I know Better Stats Mod recently got upgraded to show like red and yellow here. So like here, um, like red where it's an actual like a hard bottleneck. Um, and I think yellow where it's a theoretical bottleneck. Yeah, but it's also kind of random because I've done it. So that's not to. Rocket Wolf says that's not to say it's not caused by another mod as well. It will be a test to shut off one by one and load the game to see if that goes away. Correct, true. That's the scientific way of doing it. I like it. I'm in favor of this. However, it's not always the same. Like today, I loaded this up 3 times before starting the stream, and like the first time, it broke it. These were broken. The second time, these were fine, and the third time, I thought these were fine, but I guess not. Or was it 4 times and it broke it again? I don't remember. Whatever. Oh, but that right there, that's what I like to see. That's what it came back to this planet to see. So, let's park in the landing pad, charge up to our delicious new battery size of double the previous. Wait a minute. Yes, that was the battery. That was the max core energy. Faster construction drones, thank you. And this will come in and all the things. Then we'll actually get started on like the actual technology. Oh, but please say it's not because of the better stats mod. Alright. So I have the warpers being made right here. Because I knew I wanted on the north side to be all the science around the North Pole, just outside of the solar panels here, to be all the science and the warpers. Of course, I'm down to 30 FPS at the moment. Game is going at half speed. Well, it's displaying at half speed. I think it's still at the updates per second. Always, only, and ever only green matrix sees to warpers. Only, ever, and always. I just skip over the. Sorry, I should narrate both. Rocket Wolf asked how are you making warpers, which recipe? And as I mentioned on a previous stream, you got 2 recipes: one graviton to one warper in 10 seconds, or one graviton and one strange matter to 2 green matrices to 16 warpers in 10 seconds. Well, 20 seconds, but whatever. So, yes, thank you. Okay. So the next. So while that's all building up, I need to find where I put one. Get rid of these greens because they're filling up my inventory. 2. It will be, yes. It's gonna be filling up all the ones on this planet first because the logistics drone's cargo size is smaller than the vessel cargo size. But yeah, it'll slowly fill up all the stations on this planet first. But what I'm looking for right now is right here. So here is the little thing I have for making assemblers. And it's just kind of like shoved into this tiny little patch of ground. Rockwolf says that will ruin your production of warpers. Want to know a secret? Question mark. My response is ... Sure. So, we have so. Well, you already figured out the 8-to-1 ratio with the correct recipe. Now it takes 2 warpers to send 1,000 warpers to another location. Or, typing. Or you can send a vessel of green cubes and make the warpers on another planet using a single assembler, which will virtually supply the entire planet with warpers. Okay, yeah, that's a decent idea. A vessel of green cubes equals 8,000 warpers, so your other planets can demand 100 green cubes. Yeah, okay. I see what you mean. Go with the compression. Alright, I see what you mean, man. Yeah, I think I'll implement that. Let's see. Well, I've got a better, better science production going on than I realized. Interesting. 21, 16. Why are you slacking, Purple? Why are you slacking? Was there like one random one that didn't have... Okay, yeah, I see. Randomness is random. Let's see. Because why not? We've got... That one takes white. That takes white. Alright, so... Once this one's done, we will have the mecha as upgraded as possible. should also do this, so that we can then immediately just go around with labs and top off all the stacks to be the actual like ratios that we've calculated out, that I've designed towards. Once these are done, then logistics carriers, the logistics drones and vessels will be as good as they're ever going to get. Except for like speed, but maybe. And now we can view the vein reserves and rare vein details in all planetary systems in the entire cluster. Love it. That takes white, that takes white. Alright. So here we have the final levels. Final levels to go. This one, don't worry about it for now. This one enables antimatter production. That'll be crucial. We can then take that antimatter and make antimatter fuel rods. And these are actually ones that I'll be making. Why? Because they're amazing. That's why. You fill up your fuel chamber with these, and you just forget them for the next 100 hours. Yes, that's right. You won't need to see me just randomly put up a ring of the wireless rechargers for a time. Yes, Rocket Wolf. Antimatter fuel is the best fuel. Even more so, because they power artificial stars, which, oh my god, are a pain in the ass. Here's why they're a pain in the ass. One, they require antimatter, which is one kind of a pain in the ass. Two, they are not passively fueled. They, like the thermal power generators and the nuclear power generators, I never bothered with the nuclear power generators in this run, require sorters to load up the fuel for them. And so if you bottom out, if your power load is anything less than 100%, you risk not being able to run the sorters to load your artificial stars to provide power. And that is exactly the kind of death spirals that killed my last run. Yes, as I said before, more death spirals than a Junji Ito manga. Bad memories. Anyway, so yes, I like to use artificial stars, but sparingly. Yeah, okay. So, Rocket Wolf says that's why a windmill right next to one of the mini stars to power that one sorter. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that because the sorter has to be close enough to load within 3 squares from the belt to the mini star to load it. And for the wind turbine to power that sorter, it has to be close enough. It's going to be close enough to the artificial star that it's going to be part of the same power network. So yeah, your power network will be a little more, have more power to it, so you're less likely, or you're going to bottom out later, but you'll still bottom out, and that wind turbine powering that sorter won't save you. Unless I'm totally wrong on the spacing. Because they don't have just yet where you can click on this and set it to power network number 2, or only connect with power grid number 5, number 6, number 8, whatever. We don't have that just yet. I don't know if that's anywhere in the devs roadmap. They're more focused right now working on blueprints, and I am all in favor of them getting blueprints down before they get that down. So, let's take our labs and boom, boom. Yeah, don't judge how these blue ones are put in there. That is a long and sad debacle of miscalculations and fucking up that have just kind of been the theme ever since. Clickety clickety click click click. This is where an auto clicker would help. Like, oh, I ran out. Amazing. Where'd it go? Dang it. See, I still have. Okay, I can empty that. But I still have all these red left over that I need to somehow get rid of. That's wrong. I shouldn't have done it there. Ah, too high, too high. Okay. Just shoving it into random labs, as you do. Oh. So that's the problem with being at max height to top these off. If you try to move at all, you risk going into orbit. Sail mode engaged. Uh, Rocket Wolf says the wind is constant. Yeah, that's wrong because the wind doesn't stop. Yeah, I know the wind doesn't stop. I love them. Do you see how many wind turbines I have? You don't need to be down there. No, I know that. Okay, the wind doesn't stop. No, but the power grid stops if the uh, power load is 10 times the um, 10 times the generation, how much you're making. If you try to put 3 megawatts onto a wind turbine, you're gonna have a bad time. If you french fry when you try to pizza slice, you're gonna have a bad time. Yeah, it's going for the South Park deep cuts. That's why I can power the one sorter. Yes, but Rocket Wolf, my man, it's all connected it's all close enough to auto connect to the same power grid. The whole grid turns off. Yes, I know the sorter is only to load the one mini sun, and you only need the, what is it? You only need the 18 kilowatts. But if your power load is at like, and single digits, any amount of single digits, things just plain stop. It's proportional down to 10%. Like if your power satisfaction, I should say, I shouldn't be talking power load, but if your power satisfaction is at 20%, where you're only generating a fifth of what is being demanded, then everything will be operating at 20% speed. Everything. But if you go below 10%, if your power satisfaction goes below 10%, things stop. And I'm out of matrix labs. Interesting. That's why I put everything into stations. Let's see where I was. Man, I'm gonna have to let it build up some more. Neat. Okay, those are at max height. Oh, hello, purple. Ravenstown. No. This would be so narcissistic. Not really narcissistic, but it's kind of a thing. It's something. But I wonder if there's a mod that lets you change. All it does is lets you change what the colors of the signs are. So, like, you could change it to your sports colors or whatever. This is one reason why I don't deal in sports. Anything not at max height. Oh, this is one part of it I don't like. But alright. Looks like that's all well and good now. Alright. So, what was it here? Remote. Oh. Okay, yeah, I wanted the research to be done first. Alright, I get it. I get it. Remote storage. Alright. Alright. Yep, temporarily. Probably our discussion on the power network slow down. Yes, hopefully it's temporary and not. Oh, wait a minute. Why is this planet I haven't been to for 20 hours not producing? Why am I suddenly not having any electromagnetic turbines anywhere in my cluster when I have them all made on this one planet? Rocket Wolf says, I use primarily EEs in both modes as primary power on some planets and only as backup power on other planets. But I also use mini-suns and some planets strictly solar or solar and wind. My home planet is the only one that even uses thermals or fusion gens. Excellent point. Good plan. I'm in favor of this. I'm planning on using energy exchangers myself as the way to shun power around, even though antimatter and antimatter fuel rods is the most energy dense, but they're still active. They still require energy to be used. Whereas energy exchangers, you can completely set up a planet with a station requesting energy exchangers to discharge, and going right back into the same station to send out the empties, and it just works. It's all on belts. It just works. The update was super beneficial to energy exchangers in the last update. I'm not familiar with that. What was the thing specifically about that? I saw that they changed the stack size for things randomly. I didn't know that that was on anyone's radar. Oh, probably be good if I was still researching. Okay, so all researches on this side. The only ones remaining are the white, require white cubes. So, oh yeah, here we are. Let's get you going, then you, and then just fill you up, because you actually do only have 6 to do. The accumulators only used to hold 90 megajoules. Now each accumulator holds 270 megajoules each. The charge time is a little quicker now, and an EE at full capacity can charge an accumulator in 6 seconds. So accumulators now last 3 times longer when discharging. Interesting. So they tripled the capacity from 90 to 270 megajoules, and you're saying they also tripled the but they kept the rate at the same at 45 megawatts, because 45 megawatts, it used to be 2 seconds per, but now they hold 3 times as much, and you're saying it still takes 6 seconds. Yeah, so that's still 40. You can still plan on 45 megawatts from each, but each one is now holds 3 times as much. That's amazing. Awesome. Thank you, devs. Yeah. So, the only other new production that I need to make. Okay, no, that's not. That's completely a lie right there. I need to make a few new things to be made, but as you can see, white science, go away, requires one of each of the colored sciences and antimatter. So that's going to be interesting. And yes, you need photons for antimatter, because right here is where you split photons into hydrogen and antimatter. Where do you get photons, you might ask? Well, Timmy, right back here in ray receivers. As you see, they receive high energy rays transmitted from the Dyson swarm or the Dyson sphere. And interestingly enough, you can only do that if you launch solar sails and or rockets. Mini stars, delicious. Right here. small carrier rockets. They build Dyson sphere nodes. Then those nodes absorb solar sails. You don't need the nodes. You can just throw up some solar sails and collect photons from them, like if you're speed running. But if you want to do anything long lasting, anything permanent, you need to have them absorbed by nodes. Otherwise, as you see here, life, 9,000 seconds. That's like, what, 2.5 hours? Almost 3 hours. No, 2.5 hours, let's say. Yeah. Yes, Rocket. As long as there is either a swarm or a node, you can collect photons from ray receivers. But I don't like to do things on a temporary or short or small scale way of thinking, which is really good for this game. So, yes, as you can see, we're making warpers. Thank God. Oh my. Ugh, God. Alright. So, but the annoying thing about that is that now I need, on all of these, they've been set to not require warpers. And I'm gonna need to go to each one and tell them to start requiring warpers. Let me just skip over the atmosphere here. There we go. See, that's why you have this landing pad in north, south, east, west kind of way. Not only is it easier to design and build, but also when you're zooming in like that, it's just land and run. So, how fast are we making warpers? I like that. And yeah. Oh, I think I messed up. Because I was literally about to do it. I think I got distracted. Go gadget ADHD. But what I need to do is once again find where I'm making the assemblers right here, and have some in my hand. Upgrade buildings. Because the first thing that gets upgraded to assemblers Mark IIIs are the things that make assemblers Mark IIIs. Yes, here, absorb all assembling machines. Hello, Shillelagh. Welcome, welcome. I'm the Epic Party Guy, and this is Dyson Sphere Program. Let's get you sending everything you got. So, Dyson Sphere Program, what is it? Well, to start, a Dyson Sphere is a sphere built around a sun, a star, to completely capture the energy output. And what this game is all about is building a Dyson Sphere, or 50, or 200. In my case, 200. Because if I can just find what I was looking for. Oh my god, that's like what? There it is. Ugh. All right, there. Why are they not? Okay, what are y'all missing? Quantum chips. Of course you're missing quantum chips. It's what's always missing. Okay, but real quick, this is my planet. Hello. I have completely converted it into a massive factory. This is a, I think the word is uh, ecumenia. Oh my god, ecumonopolis, something like that. Anyway, so yeah, all this is a factory. To make what, you might ask? Right now, just science. There are these little cubes that are made in and eaten by all these labs right here. And what we will eventually do, if I can get away from the auto-saving, there we go. This is my starting solar system. Eventually, I will be surrounding this in nodes and solar sails. And actually, yeah, that's just it. Nodes and solar sails. But I can draw diagrams with it, and we'll see what I come up with. Probably dicks, around at least one of them. One of them, you might say, yes. Each star here, we're gonna do that too. All 200 of them. Why? Because I freaking can. But we're still on this one. Oh my god, no! Oh no, no, no. See, what that all the blue turning to orange means is what I was worried would happen has happened. We're running out of power. Alright. So, yeah, my power satisfaction is currently varying wildly between 50 and 80%. So what I'm going to do is that it? Maybe. Yes, here. What? Why was that turned off? I don't know why that was turned off. Anyway. So one of the things I have pulling down from... it must be around the other side of the planet, is... Sorry. So, the planet I'm on right now is actually just a moon of this gas giant right here. And one of the things I get from that gas giant, well, both things are just burnable. So I have all these power plants right here just to burn it. And it looks like I'm good now. So I know I have like one or two others of those around here. Alright, yeah, this one's burning hydrogen. This one's burning hydrogen, that one's burning fire ice. We're fine. We're good. Okay, and this is just bring it in to ship it around elsewhere. So, that looks like one of the random Ds. Oh, you mean, one of the random things from the mod accidentally turning things off. Is that what you mean, Rocket Wolf? Yeah. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I really don't like that. I really hope it's not the... It's always the mods you like the most that break the hardest. That have the most random ways of breaking. Um, let's get some more in. Okay. I don't want to run out of these. I think I did, but I'm gonna head back to the other planet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Which means I should get... There. Boom. Excellent. So what I really should do is like go around the entire planet here and just upgrade all the assembling machines. I think I should focus on the... Yes, Jello art. That's the term for the where you do funky things with the different colored cubes. Because these are actually science cubes on belts here. Um, and here I just have this as like a highlight so that you see it even at night when you're flying around. Like, oh, where should I land? Where should I land? Oh, right there. Because as you can see, there's so many blue things, there's so many green things, a few red things, and purple is a cool color, so you're not gonna see it like on the night side. No, not the power network. Oh god. Anyway, so like all this yellow makes it nice and visible. What is going on here? I don't even know what I'm looking for on this page. Hmm. Why is it charging power? Oh, yeah, that's why. The problem is, at this point, I need artificial suns. That's the sucky thing. I was just going on about how I don't like to use those, but if you pair them correctly, they're fine. What's going on here? Do I have fusion yet? Yes. Long story short, yes. Um, I can make artificial stars. There's also a fusion generator here, mini fusion power plant, which is kind of like the thermals that you all just saw me feeding, except they use much more concentrated stuff. But I just skipped right over that, and I'm going straight to artificial suns. Now I should take this out right here and put in something more useful. Why is that? I don't get it. It's pulling from here so much before here, but there's so... It's got power. It's got vessels. It's got power. It's got vessels. Supply, supply. Supply, supply. Whatever. Okay, so what's the problem here? What's not producing? Well, green. Okay. That's fair. And why is green not producing? 'Cause I don't have anything. Okay, that's interesting. Uh, okay, I'm gonna be checking on the graviton lenses production when I go back. What is up with here? Oh, hello, Agglethorpe. Yes, Agglethorpe, yes. I was on the, DSP Discord for a time. Pretty sure my fire ice deliveries have gone on strike. I don't know why. They're like, that's the easiest run that they've got. I can't imagine why. I can't, that, because I've got the um, indeed, Agglethorpe. Uh, I mean, I've got a fire ice gas giant right above, and it's, um, and it's, producing, it's got all 40 orbital collectors on it, but, oh wait, because this one's set to 0. Yeah, because um, right, I think I was, wait a minute, why did I want that? I don't know, man. Why are there no quantum chips? Because there are no plane filters. Why are there no plane filters? Because there are no Casimir crystals. That I kind of knew. I only have half a belt of Casimir crystals being produced. They are up here. Why no Casimir crystals? Because no, yeah, titanium crystal. See, I knew that that was going to be a problem. That was kind of always going to be a problem. Um, when it comes to titanium crystals, because I don't have organic crystals yet, like reliably. Because I currently have things like enough to limp into warpers. Um, and that just to reach out and you know slowly grab onto the other the other stars, the other uh, solar systems. So I finally have warpers. I'm so happy. But of course, this means, unfortunately, that I need to go around and start requiring warpers. I'll do that in between episodes, I think. Because right now, the fuck are you? Because what I want to do right now is go back to the other planet, get that set up for warp for it making its own warper production, according to Rocket Wolf's very nice suggestion. Thank you for that. And oh, what's going on here? Why are you not producing power? I don't know if you heard, but there's a little bit of a power crunch going on. Okay, let's get you actually, like, you know. Oh, yeah, this is waste production. This is waste burning right here. Okay, that makes a little more sense. Because here, I just want to keep it clear of hydrogen so that it's all, um, it's free and clear for crude oil. Because this is the only organic crystal I make anywhere. Wait, did I overlook it? The assemblers? Yeah, that's it. I don't like that. I don't like it. I think, like, at maximum draw, I'm gonna need like 3.5 or 4 gigawatts. And the only way to get that is with antimatter and artificial suns. Shillelagh says it could be my woefully untrained eyes, but it looks better now. Well, it looks better now, i.e., well, when you posted that, because it look everything was blue because it was not being drawn because we don't have any research going right now. We don't have any research going because we don't have green being produced. We don't have green being produced because we don't have quantum chips being produced, because we don't have plane filters being produced, because we don't have Casimir crystals being produced, because we don't have titanium crystals being produced. Da 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 da. So it's gonna be one of those things that once we get some of the bottlenecks opened up, it's gonna power crash hard. And I mean, like, I don't think it'll be. I don't think it'll death spiral. I don't think. Fingers crossed. Um, but that's just because I don't think we're going to be drawing 16 gigawatts. You know? And that's how much this planet produces on its own. It can generate, or it can take from energy exchangers. Where are they? All these, which isn't actually much. Because even though each of these is 45 megawatts going in, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 pairs, which is 48 times 45 megawatts, which is, okay, 2.16 gigawatts. So at most, we can take 2.16 gigawatts from here, from these energy exchangers. Which you'd think would mean that I'm not seeing any problems at the moment, but I don't know, man. Sometimes it's just so confusing. But alright. And I mean, all that means is that I'm going to be, for now, I'm going to be making energy exchanger charging station, or more capacity on the other planets. Basically, just cover them in ray receivers for power, and I already have planned out. Because this one mod right here, spreadsheet generation, it's pretty awesome. Takes all the stats of all the stars and all the planets, throws it into an Excel spreadsheet, and you can do your Excel magic from there. And I can do Excel magic. I'm an Excel wizard. And I excel at Excel, in fact. And what that means is that I've already picked out 2 different planets on here. 2 stars, 3 planets that are tidally locked. That means that they spin at the same rate that they orbit. So one half of the planet is constantly pointed at the sun. So the solar panels have 100% uptime. Because if it's anything other than tidally locked, they're only 50% uptime. So they're already 50% useless. 50% useful, but 50% useless. And these 3 planets are also closer than normal to the sun. So they're getting a bonus multiplier to the solar panels. And those are really going to just churn out the energy exchangers, the charged accumulators. But we are not to that point yet, and I am pretty worried that I might have to willingly let this planet operate at like 25-30% if satisfaction for a while. That's not something I'm looking forward to. What was I planning on doing on the other planet? Let's go do that. I'm sure I'll remember what it was while I'm on my way. Whatever I need, I can just call in from the other planet. Go Gadget Cruise Assist. Rocket Wolf says, I got lucky with my random number generator. My starter system has 2 tidally locked planets on it. The only one not tidally locked is orbiting a gas giant. Well, aren't you the favored one of RNGesus? We all we all worship RNGesus. Okay, who's using up warpers already? I don't remember telling you to use those. Do they use warpers even if it's not set to be required? If they have them? Hey, no. If you have. Okay, so you said it's a gas giant, which means you get hydrogen and deuterium from it. That's fine. I got hydrogen and fire ice from it because it's an ice giant. And you know what? That's fine. So yeah, I mean, because I didn't have deuterium, I didn't have a bottomless well of deuterium. I just totally skipped the deuteron fuel rods. These, and that's normally what you're gonna be your bread and butter for a long time. I've just been like, oh no, I'm about to die to be totally, screwed, and just plopped down a ring like here and stood still for a minute. And boom, done. Um, and one thing I do like to point out, um, yeah, it would help you get to strange matter a lot faster. One thing I like to point out to people is when you're putting down this and you're planning on just like zooming it out like that, have them don't have it be um, symmetrical like this. Don't have it be like that because it's easy to get mixed up if. Where's it going? Where the sorter's going? Like if you're zooming the camera around, trying to see everything, getting around. No, no, no. You don't want to confuse yourself. So if you have it like this, where the inside it's on the middle and the outside it's on the side, so you know which way it is. You know which way it's facing. Little handy tip from someone who's screwed themselves over plenty. And what do we do whenever possible? Increase power generation. Actually, you know what? That there. There's somewhere. Oh. I looked at the wrong pole. That's why I'm backwards. It helps to remember which side of the planet you're on. So when these... Alright, so this will be supplying... So this will be demanding green science, spit it out into this one row of assemblers, 25 of them, because that's the right ratio for space warpers, and this in this recipe. Why? Because 50% boost means it'll actually take 1.5 green cubes in every 10 seconds to do 12 warpers. And 12 warpers every 10 seconds, after some math, means 25 assembling buildings. The assembler ghost tells you which way it's facing. I mean, maybe? It has a subtle difference in shape. Okay, yeah, subtle. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. One of the, like, on the roof of it, one side is straight across, the other is a 3-part thing. But I don't want to have to... I want to tell at a glance. You know, see, that's takes a lot less brain power. And, come on, I'm already using too much brain power as it is for this. Okay? My head has steam rising out of it after every time I play this game. You're right, the smelter is the worst, because it's just friggin' circle on top of a cone is all it is. But yeah, this right here is how I built the entire meridian belt around this planet. Just exactly like you just saw. So that will start working once we get green producing even more. Which is not going to happen anytime soon. Why? Because we have too many bottlenecks. So right now, I'm going to close the episode around here. Because it's after midnight, and I actually have work in less than... in a few hours. Anyway, I've stayed up way too long yet again. So, the bottlenecks are the quantum chips. It's going to be the processor, but right now it's the plain filters. Which is bottlenecked by the Casimir crystals, which is bottlenecked by the titanium crystals, which is bottlenecked by the organic crystals. So that'll be the first thing I jet off and do. And I have picked out the next place to go to, and it's pretty close. But you see all the lovely things it's got? We've got an ocean spin-off, at least 3 ocean planets. That's cool. One of which, at least, has spiniform. Another which has organic crystal, because that's like a jungle planet only thing, and that'll be one of these waters. But yeah, gonna go and just dig up as much organic crystal as we can. Just get that mining and sending back. Fire ice, well, we can ignore. We can just straight up ignore it. Spiniform, we'll need that mined as well. However, we don't have a facility set up to process it. And that just goes straight into carbon nanotubes. But it goes in the carbon nanotubes at 1 to 1, so we can process it on site at the same planet and save us on titanium ingots, which is really the thing that we're saving on here because we really don't give a rat's ass about graphene because we have infinite fire ice right here. Yeah, got that. So, that'll be next episode where we go to Almuridin. Hello. Oh yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planets. Got a desert planet which has a lot of wind energy. We've got here an ice field planet. Can't see what's on it though. I guess I'll have to be in the solar system in order to see which rares go to it, go to which planets. But that's fine. Yeah. So the closest one in has a bonus to solar energy. And that's good. And that's a lava planet, so that's not going to have the organic crystal. Sakura Ocean. I don't know Sakura. That must be one of the new biomes in the .7 update. And here, Redstone Planet. Icefield Gelisol. I don't know which one has the organic crystal. I'm gonna say the Sakura Ocean, but the Sakura Ocean might be the spiniform, or it might be both. They both might be on the same one. Or this Redstone one. It says it's Redstone, but it's got water. Oh yeah, Rocket Wolf. Sakura will have the organic crystal. All right. Well, I guess always show that one. So what's it look like? Okay, whatever. But yeah. So we're getting close. We're up to a Kardashev type 1 civilization. Once I get the Dyson sphere up around the sun, it'll be a type 2. A type 2 civilization. Alright, Rocket Wolf, thanks. Redstone will have it too, and one or both will also have the I know you mean the spiniform. But yes. Well, like, getting... now that we're finally able to break out from this one solar system, it's taken us... Where's the timer? There. 79 hours. We finally have the warpers and the production going at the moment to start it all. Ooh, I love it. So thank you everyone for joining. Hope you had fun. I certainly did. Catch me again next time, and I will see you at the next party.